Not all bug out bags have to be tactical. Sometimes it's a good idea to listen to the backpacking community when you're building your bug out bag. Hey, what's going on? It's Matt. Welcome back to the channel. This behemoth next to me is a different version of a bug out bag, and it's more inspired from my experiences being a hiker and a backpacker. Now, I have never done a through hike, but I have spent days and weeks on a trail. I've done a lot of miles under my feet, just never had the time to do a full through hike. But I wanted to show a version of a bug out bag that wasn't tactical based. This is obviously much larger than my other bug out bag and obviously has no tactical aspect to it, right? There's no molly on the outside. It's not black or camo. And it looks very, very kind of blend-in-ish if you're carrying around a 65-liter backpack, right? Not everybody's going to be doing that. I think what's going on right now in this country, I think the majority of us have kind of come to the conclusion that this is not something to be taken lightly. And I just have been seeing a lot of questions in one of my Facebook forums about building out a backpack that's not tactical looking. And so being my background's in hiking and backpacking, and I have this gear laying around, I thought I would do more of a situational bag or a bug out bag that was geared more towards almost camp comfort, almost like you're going on a backpacking trip, but including certain items that would make it more of a survival pack. This is a Kelty Lakota 65, meaning it's 65 liters. It is a rigid frame pack. I'm not going to break down the pack. That's not what this video is for. This whole pack total weight right now is 38 pounds, which is relatively light. However, if I were backpacking with this, it would be probably about 5 to 7 pounds lighter. So I'm going to open up, go through the pack. Hopefully you'll get some ideas. This is built for one person, so keep that in mind. And this is meant to be carried anywhere from 20 to 30 miles in a day, most likely 12 to 20. Let's keep it honest here, right? That's something that I would feel comfortable doing. And it has a different sleep system, different food storage, different cook system than my other bug out bag, which I'll link right up here. So let me just kind of go through the pack right now and show you what's in here. This thing is a behemoth, and I hope I'm getting everything in the frame as we're talking, but I think I do have a good shot of it. Let's start with the outside of the pack. There's some compression straps right here, and I will take this out. To start off with, on the outside, these are DAC aluminum poles for the tent that is inside right here. This is a closed foam sleeping pad. They're relatively inexpensive. This is the actual second sleeping pad that I have in the system because this is kind of almost like comfort camping or comfort backpacking with a little bit of survival in there to keep you going. On the outside, I have a stainless steel Nalgene. The stainless steel Nalgene has two nesting cups. The reason why stainless steel is because I can boil water in it if I need to. However, on the other side, and just so I don't turn the bag all the way around, there's a larger Nalgene. Inside there's some Noon tablets, which is for electrolytes, and there is some dietary supplements. Basically, these are called super greens. This is every fruit and vegetable you're supposed to have on a day-to-day basis. And because I mentioned this in my last video, you're really not eating healthy when you're in a bug out situation. It's good to have those things to get your nutrients. At the bottom right here, kind of work my way up. This is a sleeping bag compartment. So when you pull this open, in here I have a North Face Dolomite rectangle bag, and it packs down relatively light. This is good to 40 degrees. That means that is the extreme temp you want to take this in. I love this thing because it fully unzips. I'll do a review on it sometime later on this channel, but it fully unzips. You can use it as a comforter or a kind of a camping quilt. This compartment right here is organizational. First, that thing that falls out. This is basically a little illuminate light. You blow this up, it's solar powered, and it's a light. There's 3 different settings, and there's a red setting for distress. This is a really good thing to have. I didn't put this in my other pack, and I think I regretted not showing that initially, but somebody was talking about solar powered lights. This is a really great one. I think this is like probably $19 on Amazon. Same book, Bushcraft 101, something always good to have in the field. Dave Canterbury's finest work. Large battery pack right here. A Goal Zero solar panel that will charge all of the devices in here relatively easy except for my cell phone. On the keychain right here, I've got a little case that's waterproof that has matches in it. That is not my only fire, do not worry. Then I have a rechargeable Nebo headlamp. This thing goes up to 1,000 lumens. It won't run very long on 1,000 lumens, however, it's a good thing to have. This is a little Gerber multi-tool. Always a good thing to have a multi-tool that has a screwdriver, pliers, and a small knife on it. Larger flashlight, Egg Tactical A1. This charges very easily off of the solar panel through the battery. Right in the Rain notebook. Another Sharpie. This is another Hydro Blue. This is water filtration. It's a straw. It's got triple carbon filter in it. Will not take out viruses in this trying time. We should keep that in mind. I have a Sawyer Mini. I would probably switch this out to a regular Sawyer. I've used Sawyer Minis for a long time. They tend to clog a little bit easier than the regular size ones. Here's the bag for the Sawyer Mini. I think those are empty. And then we can go into this back pocket right here. In here, there is duct tape, there's aluminum foil, there's a signal mirror, there's some Forenso lenses, there's another magnifying glass right here. Survival blanket. That is all that's in there for that particular part of the pack. I'm gonna just kind of flip this girl over. Yes, I called her a girl. Up in this top pack. This is kind of like personal effects and stuff, but 2 handkerchiefs and a dish towel. These are in individual Ziploc bags, so they'll be watertight. My personal kit. In here there is a ton of medications. There's lip balm that's got sunscreen in it, toothbrush, wow, can't speak. Tons of over-the-counter medications, sanitary hand wipes, and a nail clipper that's in there as well. This is a first aid kit. Just got this from my medic, went through it the other day. This is fantastic. I'll do a review on that later. Fuel canister for my cook system. Some of these expandable towels. Once you get these things wet, they come out to probably about, I don't know, size of a large washcloth. This is great for just sanitary reasons, and you know, they're lightweight and they're small, and I always kind of throw them in there. Camp soap, so I can wash my clothes, because I'm not bringing a lot of clothes if I'm going to be out there for an extended period of time. I'll find a rough rock and some water to kind of get my clothes clean. On the other part of this top part of the pack, there's bug spray, there's some extra tape, there's an extra filter right there for the water filtration, the Hydro Blue straw, and some sunscreen, some wet wipes nice and handy, and then I have 2 credit cards wrapped in duct tape. Let's go to the main compartment of the bag. This is right here. This is the tent that I'll be using. It is a Kelty 2-person tent. And the reason why I have a 2-person tent is, even though this is just for me, I am 6'3", 6'4", 250. I like to be able to keep my gear inside, and honestly, the way that a single-person tent and the sidewalls are built, you basically won't be able to sleep comfortably in that particular one-person tent for somebody of my size. So if you're a big person, definitely consider getting a two-person tent. This is another sleeping pad. It is not the AirRail 1.5. This is just the bag that I have it in. This is a self-inflating, has an R value of 4. If you're not sure what an R value is, it's basically the insulation factor. So between that and the other one over there, I will be kept off of the ground and I won't lose a ton of body heat. Here's a tube tarp from UST. I like having multiple shelter options. This is something that I would throw up if it just started pouring out of the blue and I wasn't going to set up camp, just so I could have some cover. Continue to go down. This is my cook system. Now, this is a Primus ETA. This is my go-to cook system when I backpack. It's a little bit bigger. There is a full-size pot in here, not a full-size, but a bigger size pot. Inside that pot there is a plastic bowl, and there's a little mini frying pan as well. This thing is just as good as a Jetboil. I'm not sure if they make this particular model anymore, but check it out. I'll put a link to Amazon for this particular stove, if I can find it, in the description down below. A ton of paracord as always. And then we're getting to the bulk of everything. This is the fishing kit. This is the Boss fishing kit that I kind of stripped down. This was in my other bug out bag version with the VanQuest. I'll put a link to that up above. That's fishing and hunting. This is all fire. There's tons of stuff in here. Wet fire, live fire, matches, dry tinder. There's all sorts of things. So fire won't be an issue. And then here is food storage. This is a bear canister. It's an individual bear canister. This one has every single thing that I put in my other video is in there. So it just packs it differently. This is better if I'm going into the backwoods because basically it's a bear can and it's not necessarily bear proof, but black bears are my biggest issues out here and they probably won't be able to get in there. Clothes, extra clothes. I packed a little bit more because it hasn't been that warm. So if something were to happen right now, I have gloves, I have a hat in here, extra pair of wool socks. As I mentioned in my other video, that if I were to bug out, I would be fully dressed and layered. Another tarp. I love this thing. This has the Reflectix on one side, which basically works as a big giant space blanket. That's just the inside of the bag, but obviously the other side of the tarp is like this. Like I said, I still have multiple shelter systems because you don't want to be stuck in a two-person tent. That is everything that is in this particular bag. On the side right here, whistle, thermometer for safety reasons. And then I am missing stuff in this bag. I still have more stuff in this bag. In this compartment, Mora, that is a good fixed blade for camp work. Spork, spoon. I like this particular one. I think this is made by, I want to say Kershaw, because it is stainless, or it's a metal that is. A knife sharpener. Saw. This is a nice Corona saw. Packs down really light. And then I know I still have a Silcox key in here. This is these are great things to have because if you're trying to bug out and you can't leave an urban or rural environment, this will open 90% of commercial faucets. One last part of the bag that I have not gone through, and this is this side hip pocket. Compass. Of course I need a compass. And a little small thing of pepper spray. So that's my take on a non-tactical bug out bag. Yes, the bag is very big, but it's meant to be carried a very long distance. And the way the suspension system on a backpacking pack is, it allows you the ability to do that. The sleep system is different than my other bug out bag. The cook system is different. The way that I store food is different. But you know, that was kind of the purpose of this, to show kind of different versions of what a potential scenario or bug out bag could be. What do you think I left out? Don't mention the stuff that I left out in my other video, but kind of mention what you think I left out or should have. This is almost a comfort bug out bag, the way that I look at it. So if any of this was helpful, please like and comment and share this. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.